Guys, I gotta be honest with you, this is probably the coolest bar I've ever seen in my life. This would probably be the most popular bar in New York City. Like 10 people in here, and like that's it.
10 people?
10 people.
You got a list of people who want to come down here. That's that point.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, the thing is, I feel like if we're gonna open this bar up, we should probably open it up to as many people as we possibly can. I mean, maybe.
How do I do that?
Wait.
Yeah, but I don't want 30, 40 people.
Wait a second. Wait, hold on. Why don't we start a podcast? Guys, I gotta be honest with you, this is probably the coolest bar I've ever seen in my life. Like, if they put this in New York City, in like Alphabet City or in the Village, like this would probably be the most popular bar in New York City. It's ridiculous, honestly. You fit like 10 people in here, and like that's it. Nobody else can come in.
That's the problem. 10 people?
10 people.
You got a list of people who want to come down here. That's that point.
Yeah, I know, but like, you know, the thing is, I feel like if we're gonna open this bar up, we should probably open it up to as many people as we possibly can. I mean, maybe.
I mean, how many can we fit down here?
Maybe.
30, 40 people?
Yeah, but that's too much. I mean, I feel like nobody's gonna be comfortable.
Well, how many did we fit for your birthday?
A lot.
Well, maybe that's not enough.
Oh
maybe we need more. Maybe we want more people.
No, you guys are getting too carried away.
Oh no, we're not getting too carried away. I'm gonna tell you, you're right.
I want to share this with everybody. How do I do that?
Wait.
Yeah, but I don't want 30, 40 people.
Wait a second. Wait. Hold on. Why don't we start a podcast?
Hey, not a bad idea.
Well, hey, if we're going to start a podcast, what are we going to talk about? What are we going to talk about?
No, I like that idea. You know what I just said?
Spirits?
Yes, it's all about the spirit.
Is it? Honestly, I think it's all about the speakeasy.
Yeah, I think it's all about education. Hey, guys, there's a great world behind all these spirits and all the stuff that's going on. And the creation, I think there's a lot to learn.
So we're going to be storytellers.
Hey.
I'm already a storyteller. So.
That's fair.
We got
we're going to be in it though too, right? I mean, we got to know what we're talking about.
You got stories to tell?
I mean, God, I've been in this industry for 10 years.
We got stories to tell.
Man, we should probably tell them.
Well, you know, we're the forever mooners. We go everywhere. We're someplace, somewhere, all the time.
Ya tú sabes que yo soy el Gabe Gringo, man. I love tequila, and I'd love to talk about that stuff.
You know so much, John. You're like a book. You're so knowledgeable.
You're the official encyclopedia of liqueurs.
I'm the official psychopath of liquor.
Yes. So hey, sign us up. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, why try to fit 30 or 40 people down here?
No,
maybe we can share it more beyond that with other folks some other way.
I think
maybe a podcast is a good way to do it.
I think we should do a podcast.
I'm loving how this is sounding.
Oh man,
so up for it. Sign me up. But how do we do it?
I mean, it's so easy. I think that really what we should do is we should probably just talk a little bit about us. You know, if we were gonna open it up, like what would we say, right? I know what I'd say about me.
What would you say?
What would I say?
Hey, John, please tell us about you. What would you say? I'd like to know what you would say.
Well, I would say I like spreading the good word of beer, wine, and spirits. You know, I mean, I've been in the industry for 10 years. You know, even though I'm not in it right now, I got a whole lot of knowledge and a whole lot of love to share. You know, it's the first time in my entire career that I've actually been able to do this as a hobby. Wild. So if you, yeah, right? I mean, come on now. If you were gonna think about it realistically, right? Like I was either in a liquor store, or I was talking to liquor stores, or I was in restaurants, or I was talking to restaurants, and I was talking to them about all these great spirits, all these great opportunities that they have to make their customers' lives better. And I think it's crazy, right? They're like, oh my God, like lives better. What's that mean? It's like, no. You drink better, you feel better. You feel better, you live better. You live better, you love better.
Oh my God,
John.
You know what? I like that for a name. Can we let's think of a name first of all, right?
Yeah, not a bad idea.
But I like where you're going with this.
Better. It's
the better. I
drinking
like it.
Better. Drink better.
Drink better.
But wait a second. So drink better is cool.
Yeah, I like that.
Drink better is cool, but we got to set the scene. We got to talk about where we are.
And where are we?
Wait.
At the bar.
We're in a speakeasy.
Yeah, we are. Ooh,
we're in a hidden bar, in a basement, in a house, in New Jersey.
Spectacular.
And who would know?
Who would know?
Who knows that this is in our home in New Jersey?
Only those who we want to know.
In the city, or we're traveling somewhere in like some cosmopolitan city.
I mean, I feel like we could do that, but it sounds like you have some experience in that. I know that you like to travel. I know you both like to travel.
Yeah,
hold on,
forever mooners.
But where are we going? What you said you wanted to name this?
Wait a second. I
You know?
forgot.
Yeah.
Wait. How about
Well,
bar,
easy,
speak easy,
drink better.
drink better. Speak easy, drink better. Speak easy, drink better. Hang out in the speakeasy, learn how to drink better.
Or you could also drink easy and speak better.
Well, I think that if we're drinking easy, we end up speaking slowly and garbled and weird. But I do like where you're coming
the concept works.
Concept works. Speak easy, drink better.
So what would it be about?
What's it about?
I mean, I think that we should.
Storytelling.
I think we should tell stories.
Tell
We got
stories.
plenty of those. Listen, we've been to all these great regions of the world. We've learned about all these great whiskeys, wines. We've really focused on
And
developing
we're
cocktails.
not just about cocktails and spirits. We're also big like wine lovers.
Hell yeah, I love beer too. I mean, we could talk about beer too. I think that's
And
important.
you're like the tequila.
I'm a weirdo when it
No,
comes to
he's not
agave.
tequila. He's mezcal. Man.
Mezcal.
That's his.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm
And
sorry.
maybe like down the road we could even like take trips.
Really?
Yeah.
Taking trips?
Like I've always wanted to go to Oaxaca, for example. Have you
Yo,
been?
I've never been to Oaxaca. I know everything about the spirits, but I've never been to Oaxaca.
What if we were to take the podcast one day, like take it like mobile?
That'd be crazy.
Well,
What
first
if we
we gotta
found
kick the podcast.
speakeasies? What if we found speakeasies in other cities and other countries and went there?
Well,
and
we've
talked to
done
them
all
about-
that. We have a list of those, and
Well-
we can share those.
Well,
I actually
but wait a
have this
second.
book,
Yeah.
and as you can see, I have all these pink tabs.
Are those all
of
places
all
you've
the-
been?
These are all the speakeasies that we've been to.
It's amazing.
So what would
hey,
you? But what would you tell?
So
But
this is the speakeasy secret bars around the world that I've already been to.
Oh,
And I
a
have to update it because I've been to a
whole bunch
few
more.
more.
A few more.
But hey, it's
City.
But
it's
let
all
me.
part of understanding and learning about. I mean, the speakeasy, the cocktail is.
Yeah.
It's a fusion, right? It's all about. It's a chef at a
Yeah.
bar, right? And
Yeah.
being creative and coming up with new great ideas. And you know what?
Ooh, I like
We've
that.
learned a lot of that.
It's like being a chef at a bar.
It is. It's
Do
the
you
same
know about
role.
chefing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we chef a lot.
I know
but-
about chefing too. I know about being a chef at a bar and getting real
I know
drunk at the
about
bar.
eating. I know about eating, but I do like mixing cocktails here and there. You know, like I've gotten really into it.
Well-
So, like the
well-
whole mixology.
Well, you guys, I mean, you guys know me. I mean, you guys know me from the shop. I mean, you know that I know my stuff. But like, at the end of the day, like, what would you tell the people? Like, what do you like? We want to get across about what you guys do.
Well, you know, I think at the end of the day, Alex and I were definitely not professionals, right? But we've gotten really good at it. And this is just by virtue of going places, right? And sitting at the bar, which is like our favorite thing to do. Whenever we go to a bar, we'd rather sit in front of the bartender. We like striking up conversations with bartenders, like watching what they're doing, what they're mixing, what they're using. Because, you know, a good cocktail, it's not just the spirit and like, you know, a mixer. It's
No.
so many components, like Alex said. It's like cooking.
Yeah,
It's more complex than just putting 2-3 things together.
and I,
We've gotten really into observing, and
eh,
we're just a couple, like living in our home, like enjoying mixing cocktails. Like,
Let me ask you a
want
question.
to go out, right?
Let me ask you a question.
yeah.
How many times have you been to a supposed good cocktail bar and you got charged, you overpaid for a cocktail and it was just mediocre?
Yeah, like every single weekend.
It happens a lot.
Unfortunately, yeah.
But you know what it is?
It's
It's part of it is that it's become very trendy
Yeah.
in a sense and it's lost its essence.
I would
So
say
I think
so.
to me, it's like, hey, there's an essence to a good cocktail.
Yeah.
And kind of going
It's
back and say,
true.
showing people what good cocktails are.
Lately have gotten very gimmicky, and all these like lists of these best bars and best this and best that. It's like they're trying too hard. And a cocktail is a cocktail. Like, you don't kill the essence of a cocktail.
Yeah, save the molecular
Elevate it,
gastronomy
don't.
for the
Well, that's
for
the
the
thing.
restaurants.
We went to a bar, and the essence was it's supposed to taste like Fruit Loop cereal. And I was asking myself, well, if I wanted Fruit Loop cereals, I
would
would
eat
have
Froot
ordered
Loops.
cereals. But if I wanted a cocktail with particular flavor, I would have liked a cocktail, not breakfast.
Yeah,
So this is like very gimmicky, but other people seem to appreciate it.
yeah.
For me, I don't.
You know what would be super cool though? You know what would be super cool?
What?
What if we taught people how to make cool cocktails at home too? Because I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like
that.
that would be another. Because like what you said, it's like you're going out, you're overpaying for cocktails. Wouldn't it be cool if you knew how to make these cocktails at home?
Exactly. That's what I was just saying.
So
like,
simple.
and maybe you don't always want to go
Yeah.
out and overpay for a cocktail that you don't know. It might meet what your expectations, or it just might be mediocre
Yeah.
or not good at all. So I think this is one of the reasons why
People
we
get
decided
afraid.
to create this space
Yeah.
for us in our home. And then, sometimes we do like having company, inviting friends over, and we like practicing on them too.
Yeah,
we
exactly.
need guinea pigs. The problem is we need a lot of guinea pigs. Because
Yeah.
we do a
We're
lot of
inviting
crazy,
people over.
we try new things and try new infusions. And we've gotten into, hey, let's be creative. You know? And of course, the spirits are great. We've loved the spirit collections. And I'm sure if we kick the podcast off, we'll talk about those
We'll
collections.
talk about all these things and also about different spirits, specifically like whiskey and bourbon, which is currently what we're seem to be collecting a lot of.
Yeah,
But
you guys
like
got.
I said, we also enjoy gin. We like tequila, mezcal. I mean, it's very few spirits I don't like.
Yeah, I know, right?
Being from Honduras.
But I think it's not the spirit; it's what it brings to the occasions.
Yeah,
right? So
and it's the people you're around too, right?
It's all about.
That's it.
There's a lot more to it, right? Yeah, we can talk about the spirit, but the spirit,
That's
you
just a
wanna-
component of it.
It's a component of it.
Right.
It's a component of the atmosphere you're creating, the people you're around, the energy you want to surround yourself around.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we've created this great space, and I guess in one of these supposed episodes, we'll get into that.
Yeah.
This
I like
space was
that.
created because we've been to a lot of places, had some really bad drinks, and you're like, I want something better. Can I do it at home? Right? And we've developed this interest in wanting to learn and get more involved and understand how has this come to be, and using skills from previous careers in life of developing formulations for food or
Honey,
being.
you're getting very technical.
But at the end of the day, that's the truth. At the end of the day, it gets technical, right? You got to be some technical behind it. But at the end,
Yeah.
you want to make
Yeah,
things
of
better.
course.
Who's the creative in that relationship. But we
So-
make a great team.
Well, you did have a very nice word up in NJ home, but regardless,
Wow.
I think we have something here. I think we really do, and I think that empowering people to drink better at home.
And drink.
I like that. Empower, speak
Speakeasy. We'll
Drink
speak
better.
easy. We've got the speakeasy. You guys have the speakeasy. We will speak easy. We'll make it easy
And
for
we're gonna
people to
drink better.
understand where all this comes from so they can drink better. That makes sense.
I agree.
I think we got something.
Oh, for sure.
Rock and roll. Well, hey,
Okay, well, we gotta get.
cheers to that.
Let's get working on it.
I love it.
Cheers to that, guys.
Cheers to another glass.
Well, we're doing a podcast, aren't we?
We are.
Oh my
What are we
God.
gonna do on this podcast?
I mean, honestly, we're gonna make a cocktail.
Hey, what do we, okay,
Well, you're gonna
let's
make
get
a
going.
cocktail. I'm not gonna make a cocktail.
I will sign up.
We're
make a
gonna
cocktail.
teach people how to
We're gonna
make
teach
a
people how to
cocktail.
make a
I'm
cocktail.
gonna teach you a
Okay.
big cocktail.
All right, so this is cool. This is a really cool cocktail, right? So, guys, there's really classic cocktail ethos, the four-parter, the classic four-parter. So you have sweetness, bitterness, sourness, and it's balanced and it's delicious. And the coolest thing about this is that you can use any manner of liquor in any manner of mixer. Most of the time, all you're gonna need is probably like lemon or lime juice, and then you could mix something sour, mix something acrid, mix something with a little bit of flavor to
I
it.
always keep lime juice, lemon juice. Lately, I've gotten into getting used to lemon juice.
Oh, fancy.
Instead of,
Scale this.
But where'd you got it at Wegmans, right?
yes.
They
No,
do
no,
it.
only this rosemary with the big rose.
Oh, no. The cold pressed juices, Wegmans.
Gotcha.
Wegmans has
Gotcha.
a
All right, so
big
what do we
variety
make?
of cold
What do we
pressed
make?
juices.
Oh, okay, fine. We should tell you what we're making. We're making a last word. So what Alex is preparing right now is a last word cocktail. So this is a really cool cocktail. It's a four-part cocktail, classically consisting of Luxardo, Maraschino, cherry liqueur, some kind of London dry gin, right? You're also going to have green chartreuse. I know this is really hard to find, guys, but there's a really cool product called Faccia Bruta. That's another product that you can use if you can't find green chartreuse. But if you can find green
why is this
chartreuse,
so
Yeah,
hard to
why
find?
is this becoming such a...
because they only make a certain amount, right? So there's these monks in France, they're the Carthusian monks, and they make chartreuse, and they only make a certain amount of chartreuse, and they don't make any more chartreuse. So when you think about it, like this is a recipe that only exists in one place. So like the fact that you guys have a bottle is actually really cool, because in the industry right now, it is very hard to find chartreuse.
Hey, listen, we know the industry.
Gee, I should have
Our
gotten
good
the
friends.
yellow chartreuse, because there's also a yellow chartreuse.
Oh, I got a bottle of that hiding at the house. I'll bring it over. No worries. And we'll make a Naked and Famous. Ooh, another classic four-part.
Well, as we get, you guys keep
that's
talking.
gonna
I'm
be
gonna
for
keep,
a
I'm gonna
That's
keep
another
prepping,
episode.
guys. So we're gonna do a little bit. So what drink are we making?
So we're making a last word again.
Okay.
Traditionally, London Dry Gin is the superstar here. You have maraschino cherry liqueur, which you can find at any of your favorite liquor stores, especially if you shop at like a Total Wine or if you shop at,
Bless
you know, Wine Library, Cambridge Wines, or anywhere else. Listen, at the end of the day, what you want to do is you want to find maraschino cherry Luxardo. So if you know Luxardo cherries, they actually are
Good stuff.
they're a spirits producer. So this is a really cool original Italian liqueur that is going to provide that lift for this cocktail, this fruit body to this cocktail. You also have Bombay Sapphire London Dry Gin. So the cool thing about London Dry Gin is it is not as botanical, so it doesn't bring as much flavor in terms of like botanical flavor. So think of like you know, like Chicona and lemon peel and orange peel and peppercorn, all those things. It doesn't bring as much of that to the party. But what it also is
An example of a botanical gin, just to let people or
Hendrix.
know,
Hendrix
Empress are highly botanical.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
So you don't want to use that for this drink.
not
Needs to
necessarily.
be
Yeah, no, definitely not. This is a dry. It'll
London
throw
Dry
it off.
Gin, yeah.
All
Exactly.
right, so guys, I set the glass. Got a little twist on it. Got a little smoke in the glass. Got a little rosemary. Give it a little bit of
Rosemary smoke?
Oh yeah,
Ooh,
you got
that's
it.
good.
So,
All right. So we're adding our own
parts,
botanicals.
Equal parts. 4 parts here.
So what did you do? Did you do an ounce? You did a half ounce? How did you do it?
Right, 1 to 1 to 1.
Perfect. So hey guys, this is really important because depending on how many people you have at your bar and you want to make a certain number of cocktails, right? Just remember, if you want to start a traditional cocktail is between 2 and 3 ounces. Now, if you're going to make a batch, what you want to do is just do it by the number of people that you have here. If you are lightweight and you want to do half ounces, that's perfectly fine. If you're seasoned cocktailers like we are, maybe we want to have an ounce at each of them. So at the end of the day, you just take that 1 to 1 to 1 to
This
1.
is super easy cocktail,
Yeah,
guys, because
and-
it's super easy to remember. It's 1 to 1 to 1 to 1.
That's
4
it.
ingredients, 1 ounce per ingredient.
That's it. And you know what? What's really cool about this is because it's 1 to 1 to 1, you can batch it really, really easily. So you can make a really big batch of this. But to be honest with you, I think I like the idea of mixing cocktails as the people step up to your bar. But at the end of the day, know that this is something that you can do very, very easily in terms of math for the number of people you have in front of you. And this is a great cocktail. This is cool. This is classic. I mean,
Can we talk about garnish?
we need to
Because
talk
I
about
am-
garnishes.
You know, I'm a garnish queen. Like, if my
Yes.
cocktail does not have the proper or the nice garnish, it's not a cocktail. So we're all about garnishes at our bars, you can see. And I like using fresh garnish. In this case, I have some thyme here, some fresh rosemary, and obviously the dehydrated citruses work really well because you don't have to worry about it going bad or like keeping them fresh.
Where'd you get it?
Amazon, to be
Amazon?
honest. But
Really?
I
Where
mean,
else did you get the stuff?
a lot
What
of
about what about local? Are any places like people go to the local grocery store, or is it like
You know,
an
most of-
apothecary, or like where can people go?
No, we've seen them lately. Some of the liquor stores are starting to carry them.
saw some
Bigger
today.
ones like Bottle King will have
Yeah,
some.
yeah,
But if not, you can order. Whole Foods.
Yeah,
you'll
yeah.
Be able to find them as
Plus
well.
some dry stuff, but you could also dry them yourselves. Like if you have a dehydrator, right?
And a lot of time.
And if you
And
have
a
the
lot of
time.
time. Yeah, but anyway, listen, there are plenty of options for this particular cocktail. This is our riff on it, right? So what we want you to know is we don't want you to be afraid about riffing on cocktails, all right? It's not cut and dry. In fact, what we're going to do here today is we're actually going to mix you a second cocktail, a completely different flavor profile, because what we're adding, and the name of this cocktail, our personal riff here at Speakeasy Drink Better, is
La última palabra.
bien
So we're gonna be
importante.
replacing the gin with
mezcal.
So
Now-
same 1 to 1 to 1 to 1, 4 ingredients. Again, replacing gin for mezcal, still using the Luxardo maraschino liqueur, the chartreuse, and the lime juice.
Yeah, that's it.
And,
So
and we're gonna see how that tastes compared to like the traditional last word.
I'm really excited for it. You know what's really cool about mezcal is that it is probably the oldest spirit in the history of humanity. In no small phrase here, you have to understand that the spirits of Mexico are fantastic, and in most cases, the cocktails that we make here in the U.S. that don't
Haunted
use
spirits?
it.
Or which kind of spirit? There's a lot of those in Mexico.
No, I was going to say that anytime that you're mixing cocktails, like know that tequila, mezcal, arcia, bacanorra, you can use these things to create different flavor profiles in these cocktails and make it interesting. Especially if you have these bottles at your house and you're like, man, what can I do with this? Don't be afraid to sub in these clear spirits, okay?
Yeah.
At the end of the day, we do not want an aged spirit in a last word. Please do not use reposado, añejo, extra añejo. Do not use those.
No.
Use a blanco tequila or use a joven mezcal.
This is I want to say 400 Conejo is one of my favorite mezcals. It's
For mixing.
It's
absolutely.
a joven mezcal, right? It's you can find this.
Yeah, you can find it. I mean, you can find this anywhere. Yeah, Jaca también. Es muy importante que, español or, nah, it's alright. Well, I'll tell you what, hey, para todos nuestros
Aquí se habla español
fanáticos, nosotros podemos hablar como así, pero es mejor que si tú estás en una barra, es muy importante si tú tienes una oportunidad que preguntar otra espíritu para su last word, el mezcal. A mí me encanta, es mejor. Pero, al inglés, I think that this is probably the coolest part of making cocktails is that we have an opportunity to share with everybody the fact that you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be afraid to mix different stuff. And I cannot wait to try.
That happens too.
Hey, listen, we're live, ladies and gentlemen. But it's incredible to see the difference that the flavors can bring to you when you use different spirits. All right. Now, I'm really, really excited to taste this one. But we're going to do a double. Let's see. Okay, so we had our mixologist, May, Alex.
All right.
I'm excited
They
about
look like
these.
twins,
These look beautiful.
but
I do. You guys go right ahead. I'm gonna step to the side, and
All
you
right,
guys
which
can be the
one you want
official
first?
tasters today.
The
I'll
mezcal
do,
here.
yeah, I'll do the mezcal since
All
it's
right.
closest
All
to
right.
me. Oh,
Hey, salud.
cheers. Oh. This is I wish you guys could taste this because this is
Excellent. Guys, hey.
bomba.
Bomba. Oh my God. All right, here.
Delicious.
I
Here,
gotta try.
You gotta
Yeah,
try the
we
mezcal.
gotta try.
Mhm.
I gotta do a taste then, because you guys are trying. I don't have a glass, so I think that's a little bit.
That's something.
Which one am I tasting here?
This
I
is
have
mi-
to say,
this
I
is
think
mezcal.
I prefer
I
the
prefer the
riff.
mezcal.
the one with the mezcal.
Guys, and that's something that you can literally see anytime
one
that you
is-
riff on a
This is the
cocktail.
original one.
Hey.
With
Anytime
the
you riff on a
smokiness,
cocktail.
which I think adds that other layer of flavor.
Both very good. This little more sweetness front. This with the smokiness adds a little bit other mystery to it. Both spectacular. I think it's going to be a personal preference. Yeah,
exactly.
you guys are big
biased 'cause
mezcals.
I'm big, and John is as
Yeah.
well. I'm big mezcal. I love cocktails that have mezcal or tequila in them.
Yeah.
So it's a tough call, but I do like the mezcal one.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Alex is right. This is a little sweeter on the palate. This has a little more bold. And I also think because we smoke the rosemary and mezcal goes so well
Yeah.
with like
The smokiness is
smoked
crazy.
drinks. So
Exactly.
All right. Well, that's the first cocktail here on the podcast, guys. Well, listen, you know.
Yeah, the last word, y la última palabra. Well,
Cheers.
Cheers, and as always,
we should have called it
Listen,
the first
listen,
word.
I
The
did myself
first
the last
word.
pour. So here is the bartender's pour.
that's
So,
it.
Cheers.
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 Salud.
Speakeasy, drink better.
Speak easy,
Drink
drink
better.
better. Don't be worried here, ladies and gentlemen.
We're here to help
here to help. Salud.
Cheers.
Cheers.